Imagine a world in which you are human. It shouldn't be very hard to do. You are a human who has relatives and friends, and you could describe the world around you based on what you experience. But can you see and describe what a cell looks like? Can you see and describe the entire biosphere? The answer is no. The difference between a human and a biosphere, or between a human and a cell, is that they inhabit different levels of reality's organization, and they exhibit emergent properties at each level that are not apparent at the levels above or below. One of the most important skills that you'll pick up while doing physiology anywhere is the ability to see the difference between these levels of organization and how each level informs or contributes to the others, from molecules all the way up to the universe and beyond. For example, the largest thing we can observe is the known universe, but we know that the universe is made up of galaxies, which are themselves made up of star systems, individual solar systems containing planets. Life-sustaining planets are themselves biospheres. These biospheres are made up of many ecosystems, and these ecosystems contain biotic, living, and abiotic, non-living, environmental things. Within an ecosystem, living communities contain populations of species. Each population contains individual organisms of the same species. Each multicellular organism, like Homo sapiens, is made up of organ systems that contain organs that are made up of tissues that are ultimately made of cells, the smallest unit of life. But we can go further. Cells are made of organelles, which are in turn made of complex biomolecules, which are made up of atoms. Atoms can be split into their constituent subatomic parts, protons, neutrons, and electrons. These subatomic particles can be split even further into quarks and other fundamental particles in the standard model of physics. While that is the smallest type of object for which we have measurable evidence, we can theoretically go even smaller, down to the Planck length. If you consider the lowly cell, which is the smallest functional unit of life, the physiologist can observe that the cell has certain specific functions that help keep it alive. But the cell is unaware of its place within the tissue above it, and how these tissues work together in an organ to maintain the homeostasis of the entire organism. We call the observable different functions at each level emergent properties. These emergent properties will be a significant theme in this course, as you are required to understand how the body maintains homeostasis at the level of the cell, at the subcellular level, and then at the level of the whole organism. But it goes beyond this. You also need to understand the organism's place in the greater hierarchy of a population, a community, an ecosystem, and of course, the biosphere. You need to understand how evolution has shaped each adaptation to fit a particular niche in each environment and for each system. All of these adaptations coalesce towards a single unified theme, the maintenance of homeostasis, which will be the topic of the next video.